topic for this nugget. The OVF template you actually deploy from up here under File. You see File, Deploy OVF Template. Now an OVF template can be downloaded from the internet. Right? If I have a URL, I can download it right from the internet, or I can download it locally. And I've actually already downloaded one, this vCenter Server Appliance. I told you that this vCenter Server Appliance it's like an appliance-based vCenter server. Right? It's Linux-based. You turn it on, and it creates a website that you can use to actually interact with your vCenter environment. So you don't have to build all this Windows stuff. You can just run it atop Linux. Well, you'll notice that it's actually an OVF file here. The OVF file consolidates all of the packaging information that's necessary to take that VMDK file and ultimately get it into your environment in the way that it needs to. In fact, if I take a look at that file, I go here to Computer, and then iSCSI, and then the Server Appliance, you'll see that I have an OVF file and then two VMDK files that are associated with that OVF. What I described as the VMX information is up here, and here's the VMDK information, kind of, sort of. So if I hit Open here and hit Next, well, look at that. All of the information that I need to install that vCenter Server Appliance. Let me hit Next here. I can call it exactly what it needs to be called and plug it into the cluster if I want. I can put it in just our cluster, and I can give it some destination storage if I want. I can give it what disk format I want, with thin provision or thick provision. And once I'm ready to complete, whoof, there you go. That deploys the vCenter Server Appliance as an OVF template. Now, I'm going to leave working with the vCenter Server Appliance up to you. You can take a look at it and play with it. It's a free download from VMware's website. And it's just, you download it, use it, and you don't need a Windows server for vCenter anymore. But I want to show you this because this is the mechanism that you would deploy pretty much any OVF template from this Deploy OVF Template location. And that's what you kind of need to know. Now the last piece here is this Browse VA Marketplace, which kind of relates to the OVF templates because there are going to be some of these templates that are going to be available from VMware. Right? There are virtual appliances that VMware has made available for you via their community. If I go to this Virtual Appliance Marketplace, you'll see I've got a number of these different things that I can install. A Catbird vAgent, a Checkpoint Virtual Appliance, the Hadoop Pig and Hive Cloud Era. A common one, I believe, is somewhere down here. There used to be one, Nostalgia Ancient DOS Games that are ready to play. So these arrive as OVF templates, and also the disk files arrive with them, so you can simply, poof, download an appliance and have it automatically pre-configured so that it works within your environment. Bam, you're ready to go. So what have we talked about in this nugget? We've talked about the whole clones and templates automations that take the process of working with virtual machines and it accelerates it, it automates it. We talked about some of those virtual machine maximums that you're going to have to respect when you do so, but really we spent a lot of time focusing in on the different deployment methodologies you would use for different types of virtual machine applications. Do I create a new VM, or do I create a VM template and deploy from the template? We worked with those virtual machines and we created templates and we deployed VMs from the template. We took a look at the customization specification manager, which links perfectly in when we're trying to involve other people with kind of offloading some of the scut work of virtualization management. And then we spent a little bit of time talking about OVF templates and the vCenter appliance. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.